Hi everyone, welcome back to United Students channel. My name is Tati and today I'm going to talk about having a productive morning routine and what my kind of productive morning routine looks like. I feel like how you spend your morning really sets the tone for the rest of the day. So yeah, I think it is important to kind of like have a good productive morning routine. And when I say productive, I don't mean you necessarily have to be doing tons of things, but just getting yourself in the correct mindset, in a good mindset to tackle the rest of the day and to get loads of stuff done. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do today. So first thing after I wake up, it differs person to person. Some people love to check their phone the first thing in the morning. Some people don't. Some people swear they never check their phones. I'm somewhere in the middle. Ideally, I just wouldn't check my phone. It wouldn't be the first thing in the morning, but I would be lying if I said that that wasn't the case. You turn off your alarm and your phone's in your hand, so it's hard to then just not see your notifications and stuff. But the reason behind why you shouldn't check your phone in the morning is because you don't want to be seeing notifications and seeing messages and seeing stuff that might influence your mood for the day. When you wake up in the morning, you want to kind of get yourself in a positive mindset. You don't really want to be influenced by anything that you see on social media or any messages that you might receive. So because I'm the type of person that looks at their phone in the morning, what I do is just have my notifications off so that I don't see any of the unnecessary notifications on unnecessary like social media stuff. So that might help you if you're the type of person who can't put your phone down in the morning. After I do that, I always find that having the light on helps me to adjust to being awake, especially if you haven't necessarily had the optimum amount of sleep. So if you haven't had your full 8 hours, if you turn the light on, I feel like it helps your brain and your mind adjust to it being daytime and the fact that you need to get up. So turn the light on, and then the first thing I do, if I haven't already done it the night before, is make a to-do list. I feel like having a to-do list is so important for the day because you get to the end of the day and you just feel like, okay, what have I done today? Have I done everything I needed to do? And that way you don't forget things. And I feel like I've mentioned this so many times before, like making to-do lists and the importance of having a to-do list, but I genuinely feel like it helps so much with organization and just like you feel like you accomplish so much, you know, even if it's just the smallest of things. Every small thing that you need to do, if you put it on your to-do list and cross it off, it just makes you feel good, and like psychologically that helps you, you know, just remain happier throughout the day. So yeah, after I make a to-do list, that is when I will start going through the rest of my phone. So I'll check my emails, I'll check my messages, I'll check Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, because I feel like Twitter is kind of like our generation's way of checking the news in a way. I try not to watch people's stories and stuff in the morning just because I feel like that distracts me from what I have to do that day, because you do have to remember with social media, it is just that person's, you know, highlight reel, for example. So if you're watching someone else's life first thing in the morning, you're thinking, oh, I should be doing this, or I wish I was doing that. It just kind of throws off your mentality for the day. Personally, it just makes me feel like I am not doing as much as I should be doing, whereas that's not the case because every amount of progress is still good. You know, everyone works to their own time, everyone has their own schedule because everyone's different and there's no right or wrong way to be living your life. If you're wondering how I have time to lie in bed for so long before I need to get up, it's because I set my alarm like half an hour earlier than I need to get out of bed, just to give myself the time. But I don't know, that way as well, I feel like I've just relaxed a bit more. So after I've done all of that, I get out of bed and I make my bed. Obviously this doesn't happen every day. If I'm in a really big rush, I might just leave it, but on a normal day, I make my bed. Even though it seems like such a small thing, making your bed kind of gives you a sense of like achievement for some reason. I don't know, like psychologically makes your brain feel like you've completed something. It kind of sets the tone for the rest of the day. It sets the pace. It literally takes less than 5 minutes to make your bed, so I highly recommend. So next thing, this is quite, I don't know if many people do this. I like to have a cup of hot water with lemon before I eat anything, before I get ready, just because I feel like hot water and lemon is just such a detoxing thing. It's really good to have it on an empty stomach, so that's why I do it first thing in the morning. This kind of was just me doing it for like healthy skin and hydration at first, but it's actually really good for you, especially first thing in the morning. Whether it's just normal water, water with lemon, if water is the first thing you have in the morning, it's just really good for your body. It also has electrolytes in it as well, which keeps the body hydrated for a lot longer. It helps with digestion amongst a load of other things that it's good for. Alright, so after all of that, it's finally time to shower and get ready. I don't really like to spend too much time getting ready in the morning, but I do love taking a long shower. Obviously not too long because it's not good to waste water. But yeah, I feel like showering really wakes you up as well. I always feel so refreshed after the shower. The tiredness always decreases so much. So after probably like half an hour, I've fully showered, fully gotten ready. That is when I have breakfast. The reason I don't eat breakfast before is because after having the lemon water in the morning, it's good to kind of let that digest in your body for like half an hour, which is why I kind of break it up by showering and getting ready in the middle. So you've had enough time for that to digest, and then it's time to eat breakfast. But I always feel so much better when I have breakfast compared to when I don't have breakfast. I feel like when you're full, especially, you feel more energized, you feel more ready for the day. I feel like you can get a lot more done with your morning instead of just kind of lazing around and being really sluggish throughout your day. So I highly recommend having breakfast. Obviously, people have their own habits, have their own diets. You know, you can eat however you feel most comfortable eating, but that's what I do. So after I eat breakfast, just wash up the dishes, and then it's ready to get on with the rest of the day. So I'll either go to lectures or have a group meeting or just stay at home and do some work. But I like to have a similar morning routine every day just because I feel like it gives you some sort of structure, because at uni you don't necessarily wake up the same time every day. You don't necessarily have the same timetable every week. Having a morning routine that you can do every day just gives you some sort of structure and helps you feel more organized on a day-to-day basis. So yeah, that's my productive morning routine. I hope you found it useful. If you did, definitely make sure you like the video and check out all the other videos I've made on the Unite Students channel as well. All my social media links will be in the description below also, so feel free to follow me. But yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section down below, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the Unite Students channel so you don't miss any videos. I'm gonna go now, but I'll see you next time. So bye.